Let's talk about something that is just so frustrating. And maybe this sounds familiar to you. You go to bed, you get your 8 hours, you do everything you're supposed to do, but you wake up feeling like you haven't slept a wink. Well, in this explainer, we're going to get to the bottom of why that happens. And I'm willing to bet the answer is not what you think. Right? This is the big question. You played by all the rules. You put the phone away, skipped the late night snack, maybe even got a solid 9 hours. You did your job. So why does it feel like your body just didn't get the memo? It's absolutely maddening, and it just sets a terrible tone for the whole rest of the day. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that feeling. This isn't just about being a little groggy. It's this deep, bone-tired exhaustion. That moment your feet hit the floor and you just feel heavy, foggy. This tells you we're not dealing with a simple lack of rest. We're dealing with a lack of energy. And here it is. This is the big shift we need to make in how we think about this. For so long, we've blamed our mattress or our pillow or just chalked it up to getting older. But the science is pointing somewhere totally different. Waking up exhausted after 60 is almost never a sleep problem. It's a body chemistry problem. And you know what the best part is? Chemistry can be changed. So what is going on with our body chemistry? Well, let's start with culprit number 1. I want you to think about your body kind of like a car. Every single morning, it needs a little something to turn the key and get the engine started. The thing is, as we get older, that natural ignition system starts to get a little weak. That ignition system has a name. It's a biological process called the Cortisol Awakening Response, or CAR for short. Now, I know, cortisol gets a really bad rap as the stress hormone, but in the morning, it's your absolute best friend. It's the get up and go hormone that floods your system with energy, wakes up your brain, and makes you feel alert and ready to go. And get this, the data on this is just wild. Research from the journal Psychoneuroendocrinology shows a huge difference here. When you're 30, that morning cortisol surge is big and powerful. But as you can see in this chart, by the time you're 60 or older, that surge can be so low it's barely even there. Your engine is sputtering. So please hear this. That heavy can't get out of bed feeling, it is not a personal failure. It is not you being weak, and it for sure is not laziness. It is a real biological change in your body's natural alarm clock. And just understanding that is the first huge step to actually fixing it. All right, let's move on to the next piece of the puzzle. Because the cortisol misfire is what's happening the moment you wake up. But there are actually 2 other things working against you while you're fast asleep, creating what you could call an overnight fuel crisis. So check out this timeline. It shows the secret sabotage that happens every night. See, your brain is a total energy hog. It burns glucose all night long. Your liver is supposed to keep a steady supply coming, but after 60, that whole process gets a little less reliable. So right around 3 a.m., your blood sugar can dip and your brain sends out a little distress signal that makes your sleep much lighter, even if you don't actually wake up. And as if that wasn't enough, you've got the hydration problem. Every single night, you lose about a liter of water just from breathing and sweating. When we're younger, we wake up thirsty, right? But fascinating studies from the University of Melbourne found that as we age, our thirst signals get duller, so we can be pretty dehydrated and not even realize it. And here's why that lost water matters so much. When you're even a little dehydrated, your blood literally gets thicker, which makes your heart have to work harder. And this is the big one. It slows down the electrical signals between your brain cells. You know what that is? That's the definition of brain fog, that slow, heavy, disconnected feeling. It's not just in your head. It's a real physical thing caused by that sneaky water loss. Okay, so we've laid out the 3 culprits, right? A weak cortisol response, a sneaky blood sugar dip, and morning dehydration. Now for the good stuff. Let's talk about the solution. A really simple 3-step protocol to reset your body chemistry and finally take back your mornings. The protocol itself is incredibly simple. Step 1 is the evening anchor. Just a small snack with some protein and fat. Think a hard-boiled egg or a handful of almonds a couple hours before bed. This gives your liver the fuel it needs to stop that 3 a.m. blood sugar crash. Step 2, the 2-glass rule. Before your coffee, before anything, 2 big glasses of water right when you wake up to fight that dehydration. And finally, step 3, the light trigger. Just get 5 or 10 minutes of natural morning sunlight. That light is a direct signal to your body to make that get up and go cortisol. And I really want you to get this. This isn't just a list of generic health tips. It is a targeted neurological reset. The water literally helps your nerves conduct electricity faster. The light directly tells your adrenal glands to wake up. In fact, research from Stanford Sleep Center confirms that getting morning light is one of the most powerful things you can do to strengthen that cortisol awakening response, even if you're over 70. So there you have it. You've got the plan. It's simple, it's free, and you can literally start it tonight. But before you jump in, there's one last very important thing we need to cover. Look, this protocol is going to be a game changer for most people. But if you try it, and I mean really try it consistently for 2 or 3 weeks, and you're still just exhausted, please go talk to your doctor. Persistent fatigue can be a sign of other things, like a thyroid issue, sleep apnea, or low iron. All of those are super treatable, but you need a professional to diagnose them. Don't ignore what your body's trying to tell you. So where does that leave us? Waking up exhausted is not your fate. It's not just part of getting older. It is a solvable problem, a problem of body chemistry. So tonight, set out that evening anchor snack. And tomorrow morning, have those 2 glasses of water ready. And then just step outside into the light. That's it. Your new morning, it really does start tonight.